2 weeks ago, Governor Sam Brownback called Kansas lawmakers back to the State House. Today, they'll meet for the special session to try and fix a school funding issue. We start our team coverage right now with KSNT News' Austin Barnes and Caroline Sweeney live outside the State House. Austin, what are lawmakers doing at this point?
Jared and Caroline, it's been almost a month now since the Kansas Supreme Court found a plan to fund schools unconstitutional. Governor Sam Brownback called lawmakers back here for a special session, and today they must make some tough decisions. The goal of this session, solve problems by next week. If they don't meet their June 30th deadline, things get tricky. All schools would be forced to lock their doors until further notice, impacting things like summer school, something schools here in Topeka have already had to scale back on, only offering it for high school students, and would prevent extended special education programs from running. Democrats shared their solution to the funding problem last week, which would free up $39 million while cutting the state budget in other places, and would include freezing aid for virtual school programs and repealing a tax credit for private school scholarships, among other things. Now, Republican leaders are said to be working on a plan of their own. That's Details right. haven't been released on that yet, but they're not expected to support that Democratic plan. Now, Caroline, what can we expect from the session today?
Right, Austin. Well, everything is going to get started at about 8 a.m. today. Both the House and the Senate are going to gavel in, and then they're going to begin this process. Now, 2 weeks ago at his presser, Governor Sam Brownback said he would like to get all of this squared away in one day, but you know what? That's not likely because of what you were just talking about. Now, at 9 o'clock this morning, there will be a joint budget committee meeting, and right after that, the House Appropriations Committee will be meeting right at or little afternoon, and those are two of the major players here in this special session. Now, Austin did mention that $38 million number, and that's the key number here because that will satisfy the Supreme Court's order. But last night, in an 8-to-1 vote, the State Finance Council lent our own state $900 million. I'll have more on that coming up later, as well as a look at all the action from the State House here today, Austin.
Some impressive numbers there. Now, of course, KSNT has your back when it comes to coverage of this special session. We'll be updating our website, and you can also follow us on Twitter as the afternoon goes on. Austin Barnes outside of the State House with Caroline Sweeney, KSNT News.
Thank you, guys. Important information this morning.